really want to bow in honor of the inner leader that does exist within each and every one of us. And so the courage to stand as a leader, that courage requires us to have a courage to meet the inner leader. And what is that inner leader? And why is that inner leader held back sometimes? And I think it's really important because for so many of us, we have a conscious desire to take what we want to do. We have desires that want us to become leaders in the world. Sometimes we want to become leaders in the community. Sometimes we want to be just a leader in our own home. Sometimes we want to be a leader in our business. And we wonder, why is it that we want to move forward, yet we feel a little held back? And the held back are the tethers from behind us. And what are those tethers? So we know that when we talk about traits, oh, you have your mother's eyes and your father's chin and your grandmother's stature. And, we talk about this and we can accept that without too much disagreement. We accept that we've acquired and inherited these traits. But we often forget to look at the traits that we have inherited about how we show up in the world. The traits that we have inherited about, is it safe to speak up? Can I voice my opinion, or will that sound aggressive? Is it safe to make money, because what will people think? We grow up and we inherit traits about success. We inherit traits about will I damage or lose the value and quality of my family if I also become successful out in the world? These are traits, much like the traits that we accept in our eyes and in our chin and in our stature. And so when we talk about really cultivating our inner leader, because both science and spirituality tell us that what's within us is what we are going to display out in the world. Law of resonance, law of vibration, law of conservation, age-old wisdom, everything points to an inside-out job. So in this inside-out job, there are many layers to this, but there's something I want to address today that I think is really important. And that's about healing the deep roots of what holds us back. Because every one of us is divinely created with an incredible leader inside of us. But why are we held back? So we understand that perhaps some of those tethers that hold us back are from our ancestors or our past. But you see, it's not them that's holding us back. It's we that have to release those tethers. So in this work, and it's very important because everything is a vibration, we are all energy beings, and everything again is from the inside out. How we release those tethers is really important. We can often recognize that we saw things in our parents or in our ancestral past, in our cultural past, in our own past that we didn't like, and that's okay. But how we release this is through really coming into a place of compassion and understanding that our past, those in our past, all also have a story, that every soul has a story. And we may not have liked all of that story, but in honor of our ancestors, in honor of our parents, in honor of our culture, wherever that is in the world, we also can honor ourselves in knowing that our soul has come here to write its story. So to truly activate the leader within, we must release the stuff that we have carried from our past with compassion, with honor, with love. Remembering that if somebody learned a language, and let's say we learn the ABCs and we learn a language of how am I to be a leader or not a leader, we learn a language. And until we're willing to teach ourselves a new language, yet honor the language from our past, we have a difficulty setting ourselves free. So it is with my intention, it is my prayer, it is with the absolute gratitude in my heart that I wish that every one of us in the whole world, men and women, take the opportunity to set ourselves free from what's holding us back, increase our vibration, and allow ourselves to become the leaders that we're really here to be. Again, in the home, in the community, in our own businesses, in the corporate world, it doesn't matter. So my invitation to get there is to begin journaling and reflecting on how did I grow up? What did I see? What language was I taught about money, about success, about voice, about emotions? How do I show up? What I learned. Let me write this down. Let me get clear, and then let me lovingly release myself from this so that I may honor my soul's journey moving forward. So with that, may each of you step into the essence of being the most powerful, loving human being that you can be. Thank you.